So today I'm going to be talking responsibility. Responsibility with teachers is a massive thing. They've got to be able to be trusted with children and also be trusted to teach children and to be able to guide them through life. So that's where the story comes into play. The story is about Mr. Numeracy, our race car. My friends and I all got together one night and had a couple of beers and decided that we were going to build a race car after watching some YouTube clips. So the next weekend we purchased a race car, a little 1.6 litre Mirage. Now it was really cool, like it had everything, but we had to keep the budget under $1,000. So with keeping the budget under $1,000, that means that we all had to pitch in and do our jobs together. My job and my responsibility was to put the roll cage in to mount the seat brackets. Now when it comes to putting a roll cage in, you've got to be able to go to cams and you've got to be able to use all their specific guidelines and tutorials, and you have to do it, otherwise your car isn't fit to race, and if it's not fit to race you can't compete. So we all pitched in and my job was welding, which is what I'm qualified to do. So we all got together, we got the car into the workshop, everything got gutted out of it, I then got the plans. So the plans were quite technical. They're another thing that teachers have to teach. It's all literacy and numeracy based. So you've got to know your angles, you've got to know your maths, you've got to know your directions, you've got to know measurements. So I got the plans, I sat down, worked out what I had to do, got all the brackets, got all the seats, put it all together. Now when it comes to welding in seats, I had to make sure it fitted someone that was 5'5" and myself who was 6'1". So I got the smallest guy in there, I had to get all the measurements for that. And when you're doing measurements on a car, you know, using stuff like rulers, tape measures, different gear like that. Got on there, got the math right, got the brackets built, had to weld the brackets together. And when you're talking about welding, you're wearing a welding helmet. This is my personal one. I've had this helmet now for 6 years. It's been the best helmet I've had. So got it all welded together. It was pretty good. Had to strip all the underbody out, had to get everything out of it. But it was, you know, my responsibility to put that in there, and it really came to a head the day that we were racing. So we got the car built, it passed safety specs, it was awesome. We all celebrated. We had 2 days of racing, so it was a 24-hour event. So we all got out there, got everything together, we're out on the track, and on day 2, one of my mates, Bevo, was driving. So we're driving up at QR, and here comes Bevo around the last corner, doing probably about 120 in this little Mirage that we gutted, so it was so light. He's come into the last corner, his outside tyre's blown. When your outside tyre's blown and you're in a front-wheel drive coming into a corner, the tyre blows because it's under so much pressure, then the car digs in, and Bevo rolled the car at QR. Now, I took my responsibility as a welder and as being the person who provided all the safety for the team super well. Like, I made sure everything was fully welded, I made sure everything was ground back, any problems with the welder I took out. And if I didn't do this, I could have lost a mate because he came into that corner so hard that the car rolled twice at QR. Now, he was fine, we've rebuilt the car and everything, but responsibility with teachers is like that. You are in charge of somebody's life, you have to take care of them. And if I didn't take my responsibility as a welder to help with Bevo, to make sure that car was safe, he would have come in and rolled the car over and the car would have just crushed. And I would have lost a friend, and it would have been on me because I wouldn't have taken my job as a welder seriously, and the responsibility was on me to do it. So just like with everything in life, responsibility was there. If I didn't use the literacy and numeracy skills that I learned at school to weld that into the specifications that Kansas set for us, I could have lost a friend. So you've got to look at, you know, responsibilities, but you know, even rolling the car, we still raised $5,500 for testicular cancer, which was a charity that we donated all our money to for the race. So yeah, it was all good.